Good evening to all of our viewers.
Yes.
You are watching the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Spring Season.
Yes.
So, magpapakilala po muli kami. I am Garena Shoutcaster GS Shinbu. That is a Shinbu with a 1 for an I. And of course,
yes, I'm GS Sleep, and we'll be your shoutcasters for this evening. So
okay, so let's get back into that game kanina, no? Battle between Mineski and War Gods, yung game 2, no? I mean, looking at there, ang gusto ko i-highlight siguro would be TG playing
TG,
top.
definitely the MVP of that game.
Mm-hmm.
His Poppy first game was amazing. He crushed the backline of the War Gods team, and in the second game he played that Mundo, and his Mundo was just an unstoppable force. No one could kill him. I think he had 0 deaths after that game, and he was diving turrets, diving even the fountain at one point, and still they couldn't kill him.
Yes, take note, it's TG. That's the former World Championship qualifier.
Yes.
Na support, no?
Yeah.
And now he's playing up top and really stepping up into the game. So now let's get into our next game. Really an exciting matchup between Diamond versus
Imperium Pro Team.
Okay, so it's a back-to-back best-of-2 match, securing the score on the group stage of our Pro Gaming Series 2015 Spring Season. So we will see the standings here.
Yeah, and we do see that Mineski Globe is up by 3 points, and they have played 2 games. So for every game you play, if you win 1 game, that is 1 point. However, if you win both of the games in that best-of-3 series, that is in best-of-2 series, that is 3 points for your team.
Okay, so take note that we are in a group stage. Hindi siya, it's like a tournament, pero group stage, it's about earning points, okay?
Yes.
So that 2 consecutive win from Mineski Globe secured them 3 points. Now, tingnan natin kung sino naman dito between Diamond and Imperium Pro Team will step up into our group stage. Now, we are into our champ select.
Yes, and we do see Nami being banned for the Diamond side. So it looks like trying to get rid of Poisanity's support, and we do see that Warwick is the ban coming in from Imperium. We saw earlier Warwick dominated the jungle last game in that second game of War Gods versus Mineski, and yeah.
So former War Gods player Poisanity, I mean, ano to, talagang lagi nilang pinapractice itong Nami support.
Yes,
don't you think?
He has been known for his really good Nami plays, and we did see earlier the support player of Mineski, the support player of War Gods, I believe that was yes, so the support player, if I can recall his name correctly.
Para sa War Gods?
Yes.
Hindi ko rin maalala kung sino yung support player.
Stronger. So yeah, he had a really good Nami.
Stronger,
so
yes.
Look at our bans now.
Okay.
We do see that Poppy is the second ban coming from Diamond during the first game. So yeah, Poppy really strong. We did see earlier it was a really strong champion. Rumble as the second ban, targeted towards Ethan. Ethan is a really good Rumble player, and we do see that Ribbon as the third ban coming in for Diamond, and Pantheon will be that third ban coming in for IPT. So yes.
So, what's the reason behind this priority pick? As in, biglang kinuha si Jana. So, instead of, nabana si Poppy, nabana si Warwick, ano pa ba yung mga priority picks during this preseason?
With the Jana ban, so this is a tactical move by Diamond. They banned out the Nami and they picked Jana. So Nami has a pretty good laning phase against Jana, as she's able to sustain the burst potential from that Jana Eye of the Storm shield coming in. So by banning out the Nami, they're free to take Jana without really that much contested.
So is there a hint na War Gods PID Diamond will go for a lot of investment on snowballing the bottom lane here?
Yeah, and the Diamond team has been known for that pretty strong bot lane. Eben and Shura have been known to carry the games at points during last season.
Okay, so we will see Diamond Meme scouting in. He will lock in the Kha'Zix pick. Is Diamond Meme a good Kha'Zix player? Kasi ang alam ko kay Diamond Meme is Fiddlesticks, di ba? Getting a lot of respect ban on that Fiddlestick.
Well, I believe it has been quite some time since we've last seen him. He probably has had the time to learn the newer meta champions. I'm actually not sure how well Kha'Zix fares.
Yeah, may nerf kay Kha'Zix, right?
He's also been nerfed several times in the last couple patches, so it will be interesting to see if he does decide to lock in. However, meanwhile, we did see IPT picked up that Irelia and that Thresh, so that will be going to Poisanity and Rox. I remember Rox has been known for his Irelia, really strong picks, and he's actually in the Challenger NA series, in the LCS, NA, and EU promotion tournaments. We have been seeing that Irelia and Gnar have been really strong contested picks, and both of them have been picked up in this game.
Yes, since yung pag-nerf ni Rise, we will see na ang nag-step up na lang sa top lane would be Rumble. Then there's of course Papi, ganyan. Yeah. But of course, para sila banned, so we have Irelia in the line.
Yeah,
right?
So Gnar, let's talk about Gnar. So we did see that Kha'Zix was picked in. It will be interesting to see how this fares. Kha'Zix, I don't think he's that great in this new jungle. However, me might be able to prove us wrong. And we do see Gnar coming in as the top laner. Gnar has really strong early game. He was nerfed in 4.20, but despite these nerfs, he's still a really strong lane bully and has the lane team fight presence once he goes into Mega Gnar and uses his Gnar ult onto the enemy team. Devastating.
So regarding the Gnar, ano kaya what are your insights? Kasi along with this 4.20 patch, binago rin si Gnar, no?
Yes.
Medyo nerf yung early game, but there's a lot of investment onto the Mega Gnar naman for the late game.
So yeah, like you said earlier, Gnar had that really strong early game, really strong lane bully. So with the 4.20, his early game is a bit toned down, a bit more balanced, and I'm not really sure how well this will play out. I feel like they are kind of nerfs to him in this 4.20 patch. However, he's still a really strong pick, and we did see that Imperium, meanwhile, did pick up that Draven and the Vi. So interesting pick coming out from Imperium. It's not that often you get to see the Draven coming in. Draven, really strong snowball champion once with that passive. Once he gets that kill going, you get extra gold, and that just stacks up over time.
We are also seeing Diamond Shura no, looking for that LeBlanc pick.
Yeah, so something to note is that the former support of Diamond, and he did play at Rampage, Sun Z, was actually played those types of support champions.
LeBlanc?
No, yeah, LeBlanc support. I believe his most played champion is LeBlanc support and Trundle and Belka. So it looks like Shura has picked up a couple tricks from Sun Z during his break.
Nakita rin naman ako sa mga matches ko ng support LeBlanc.
But we do have a Janna first pick, so that will actually be for that mid lane.
Mid lane, El Clasico LeBlanc.
Yes.
Ano? Okay, so for Imperium Pro team, they are looking to lock in this Orianna, no?
Yeah, so
what are your insights into this
Orianna? That's actually a really
pick?
strong combination with Irelia and with Vi. So Vi is able to use his ultimate that into the enemy team, dive onto the carries, and then Orianna can follow up with that ultimate coming in, doing tons of damage. However, it looks like they are hovering over that Zillion.
Yes.
And that is locked in. So so rather than trying to focus on the team comp, initiate comp, they are trying to go for the protect the Draven comp with that Zillion and with that Thresh.
Oh, as in prolonged team fight dominance along with the Draven and Irelia, no?
Yes.
And yun nga, si Zillion, as in napakasakit na to ni Zillion when the team fight goes, pag humahaba yung team fight.
Yes, and the Zillion pick's actually a response to that LeBlanc. So now LeBlanc will have a much harder time trying to assassinate carries, seeing as they do have that Zillion to use his Chrono Shift to revive the carries back to life and make the LeBlanc assassination useless.
Oh, counter nga dito sa assassination comp ng SS ng Caitlyn, then also Kha'Zix, and yun nga, LeBlanc.
Yeah.
No? Pero natuwa lang ako na they're picking now LeBlanc. Diamond has been known for picking also Zed, no? Zed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nage has been known to play that Zed. Really strong Zed player. However, he will be sticking for that LeBlanc. Nage is actually a really good assassin player, and yeah.
Okay, so as we wait for our players to load into the Summoner's Rift, we ask all our viewers, you're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Spring Season. Also, stay tuned kasi after these two games, Game 1, Game 2, we will have the Watch and Win. Ano yung Watch and Win?
So the Watch and Win promo is your chance to win 500 RP. 5 lucky winners will be going home with 500 RP loaded straight to your accounts, and the only rule is we will be asking you a question about either one of the games at the end of this best of 2 series, and the first 5 players to post the correct answer will be walking away with that RP. So
okay, so sa
exciting.
mga summoners natin dyan, kung ako sa inyo, buksan nyo na yung Pro Gaming Series Facebook page. Again, it will be done on the Pro Gaming Series Facebook page. Then, get ready to comment there. Huwag naman kayo sasagot agad kapag wala pang tanong.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Medyo weird.
Well, the last question was, which team got the first dragon? So that will give you an idea of what the questions might be like. So, prepare yourselves.
Take note na. I mean, napakahalaga ng dragon. Pero, wala pa may in the previous game, no, I think wala pa yatang naka-complete nung aspect of the dragon, the buff of the dragon.
I think the highest they got was only up to 4 stacks in the
first game. Yes,
on War Gods. Had that 4 stacks of dragon, however, they were not able to win.
Yes, I mean, hindi na sila maka-focus on the objectives. They were trying to pull off a push in the bottom lane, then also for the Baron. So, natay lang natin yung mga players natin to load up into the Summoner's Rift. So, sa lahat, again, going back to our viewers, which do you think will have the advantage into this team fight? Comment into our Twitch chat. Also, pwede nyo rin siya i-comment sa ating Facebook page. Also in our PGS Rift.
Yes, in the PGS Rift. So,
yes,
that is our Garena Talk platform.
Yes, if I remember correctly, that is code 171-88811.
Actually memorized it.
Yes, ganon. So, yan, you get to catch there. Also, one of our shoutcasters na aasahan nyo. We have Riku, of course, Surai, then, syempre, Kyrooks, okay? Yes. So, Amplifier, so many to talk about.
We'll be seeing them next week, so, yeah, there's lots of us more to come.
So
let's go back to the game. So, let's talk a bit about the team comps, early game strategy. So,
sige.
Yeah, so Diamond definitely has the early game advantage. They do have the Gnar, like we said earlier, Gnar has that really strong early game. Despite being nerfed in this 4.20 patch, they do have that LeBlanc, who does have quite a bit of burst, and they also have that Kha'Zix. So, essentially, Diamond has a really strong snowball team comp. If they're able to get a couple kills in the early game, this will lead to them controlling the game, and it will be difficult for IPT to come back. However, meanwhile, IPT does have snowball of their own with that Draven, and they do have a really strong team fight and late game. I actually think the late game will go to IPT if it goes that long.
Okay, guys, so natapos na yung ating delay. Again, you're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2015 Spring Season. This is the pilot episode. Kanina naganap yung battle between War Gods against against Mineski. And now we have Diamond, very in disguise Diamond, and against Imperium Pro Team. It's interesting yung mga presses ng mga players ngayon, no? Kasi we have GameX sponsoring both War Gods and Diamond. So, actually, two teams under their name. Tapos, you also have Imperium Pro Team and Imperium Pro Team Blue.
Yes,
coming to the rooster neto ng ating mga playing teams nitong ating Pro Gaming Series. And of course, yung kasamang team ka. Yes, we have, it's actually Nip who will play for support for Naga Esports. So, antayin nyo rin yun. Watch out for their game
we'll
also.
Next week against J2 Esports.
Okay, J2 Esports Betrayal, also one of the upcoming rising teams. I think kilala sila playing into some leagues, also local leagues, into local tournaments into our country. Ayun. So, guys, steady lang po tayo dito sa ating Twitch chat. Again, we ask everybody to do share our Twitch channel. Okay, this is the Garena Esports Twitch. Okay, so we are back. We are now load up into the Summoner's Rift as all of our players pops up. Okay, excited na makalabas dito sa ating fountain barrier. So, sige nga, do you think, Nip, will there be an early invade?
I feel like IPT might be going to try for the invade since they do have that threshold. We might see it going down. However, Rox did go to that top lane, so it looks like he won't be trying to. Looks like they might not be going for that invade. However, actually, like we said earlier, Gnar has that really strong early game, and as a counter to that early game, Rox did go for that blast and that extra potion in order to sustain through Gnar's strong early game damage.
So, easy lang tayo dito sa ating Summoner's Rift as we see all members of our teams guarding all their jungle entrance lang. Steady lang muna. Let's see if at tick of the time, they try to sabotage the jungler. Kasi isa yun sa strategy, right? Napakahirap na ng jungler ngayon. Not securing the kill, but sabotaging him, making his life low is enough to delay the jungle greatly.
Definitely. This will, if a jungler, let's say, loses a buff or gets forces to flash out and the buff gets stolen, that will hinder his jungle super severely, and this will probably make him behind for the rest of the game. So looks like Diamond might actually be trying to do that.
Nag-wards ka? Mag-wards din ako.
Yes.
Ay, wards mechanics coming from both of the junglers from Diamond versus Imperium. So, Mina sa spawn. So, mukhang wala talaga tayo makikita ng early invade. What about the bottom lane? Ano yung predictions mo dito sa bottom lane natin? So, Caitlyn versus Draven.
I don't think we will be seeing that many kills unless any of the junglers decides to gank. Caitlyn Janna is a very safe lane. It's really hard to gank that lane, seeing as there is that Janna tornado. Janna does have the shield, Eye of the Storm, and he also has that Zephyr to slow down any approaching junglers. And also Caitlyn does have the traps and also has that 50 caliber net in order to escape a gank. So it's really safe lane. We shouldn't be expecting that much action coming in from that lane.
Okay, we just see Light putting some timers onto Nage. Nage wouldn't, hindi siya basta-basta papayag na ganun-ganun lang. So he also dashes in to trade that. But yan, there comes the spam coming from Zillion and chunking Nage onto almost half his life.
So something
gaganti rin si Nage.
Yeah, IPT actually started with drop. Wow, early action.
Okay, so early aggression coming from Light, putting that ignite and also the time bomb, and just look at the life of LeBlanc. Okay, that's almost a kill. Siguro isa na lang na normal hit, no? That could have been the first blood for the game. Now, we see Zayanes putting a consistent hit onto Iban here. There's a death sentence. Also the exhaust, forcing a flash onto Iban. Okay, so I think that trade is in favor of
so
Imperium.
IPT taking advantage of their level 2 spikes. We saw in the mid lane when Zillion went all in onto Nage. He used his time bomb, hit level 2, rewinded it, put another time bomb, and Nage wasn't expecting that burst. And in the bot lane, we did see that as well. When Zensho and Poi hit level 2, got the hook, got the play, and went all in, and forced several summoners out of the bot lane.
Okay, so homing death sentences coming from Poi Sanity. Take note na wala na tong flash Iban. Will they go for this kill? No, not much of a follow-through will come from Zensho.
So yeah, Poi's hooks have been on spot throughout the game. That's been 3 out of 3 so far.
Napigilan yata siya ng ng Howling Gale. I think tumama yung Howling Gale.
I think so.
Okay, so Imperium Rax and Ethan shoving the Irelia into her tower. Okay, yung early harass coming from Dar, no?
Yeah, however, Rox has already been forced to use his last charge from that harass from that Nar.
Okay, so we will see here in the bottom lane. Okay, we have the jungler, Meme, taking a position here on the side brush, maybe anticipating the gank of the Vi, no? While Vi forces a power farm using that trailblazer of her. So, dito, trade lang yung nagaganap sa ating mid lane, no? Not much coming from here. Talagang ibang-iba na yung, yung nagaganap sa early game natin. I mean, siguro sa early game, we're seeing junglers gank here and there, no? Pero dito, discarded talaga to sustain, to get that sustain. Yeah. Still, they're getting those really good, very good gankers na jungle. Kha'Zix and Vi.
Yeah, the new jungle changes has made it much more difficult to gank, seeing as you do get quite low after clearing the jungle.
Okay, so Meme being very patient here on the side brush. Okay. Anticipating kung maglalagay ba ng ward. Ito si Poisanity, but no. Okay, hinay lang. Okay, so insights mo into this game, maybe sino kaya makakuha ng first dragon between these matchups sa mga teams na to?
First dragon. IPT, Diamond actually might have the advantage. They do have a stronger early game in my opinion. However, wow.
Ethan being aggressive here, bouncing here, taking advantage of the Mega Gnar, but there is Hate coming in, forces the flash out of the Volt Breaker. Now, biglang pinatasik ni Ethan yung dalawa, but Ethan still running for his life. Okay, so 2 girls chasing a dinosaur here. There's Meme making a counter play, but they will just Volt Break out into safety. So yeah, no first blood yet into this game.
Yeah, Nar has several ways to escape a gank. He does have that hop. He does have that stun on that W as well as that boulder toss. So lots of CC in order to escape from the gank. And
yes, still worth gank from coming from Hate, kasi that first the flash. Yes.
Yeah. So that's probably what Rox needed in order to win that lane, and he is up by 10 CS now, forced Ethan to recall now. So
really good gank no? Coming talaga from Hate.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so Nage being aggressive here as he knows Light won't have that rewind to put the double bombs onto the LeBlanc. Okay, so looking into the items, Nip, palagay mo, ano yung mga priority items ng mga carries dito?
So for the AD carries, it looks like both AD carries are the Infinity Blade, Infinity Edge Rush type. However, we might see Zensho actually going for that static shift first. We will have to wait until he decides to recall. They are reaching the 50 CS mark soon, which is when AD carries have the right amount of gold to purchase that BF sword. So we might be seeing Zensho backing soon, seeing as he has 47 CS. He needs a couple more CS to pick up that.
Okay, so as we go steady here into Summonership, meron lang akong yun ang pang-noob na tanong. Interesting lang. Ano ba yung perfect na CS count para sa isang quick wave?
Well, there are 6 minions every wave, and I believe that every 3 waves, cannon minions spawn. So I'm not really good at math, but so far, let's just say the CS is really good so far coming out of ZNS and Ethan.
Magaling ka lang mag-support, no? Okay. Alright, so let's get back into this game. We will see that not much is happening. We have only a 500 gold lead advantage coming in favor of Imperium. Shoving this bottom duo here. That's the first death sentence. I think that will miss up by Poisanity. A slight gax here from the Tri-Bash. There is a countdown onto Iban. Also an ignite. 2, 1. That will give the first kill onto old Saint Zillion.
Yeah, that was a really good response by Zillion.
Yes.
The thing is that Sure hasn't recalled yet to buy wards. So knowing this, Light decided to go gank bottom, and that paid out in the end. And something to point out is, look at Hate's ward placement. While all that action has been going on, he did manage to get the pink ward there. However, it was cleared. He did manage to get the side stone.
So, really good gank coming from Zillion. Now, there is a bulk breaker coming from Hate, getting that smite. Still, he has a flash to get out of this, but there is the lasso coming from LeBlanc with a countdown coming from Light also. And na-revive yata si Hate. I don't know bakit siya nandun. Yes, na-revive si Hate, and that will give the kill onto Imperium Hate. Okay?
So the axe is barely missing LeBlanc. So
yes,
really good.
That
was a really risky play by Hate. Flash will go down. So yeah, really risky play by Hate. Used his Bolt Breaker to go into 2 members of the team, managed to steal that blue, and still managed to live in the end, and picked up a kill along with that. So high risk, high reward. Yeah.
Good communication coming from para kay Light with Light.
So like we actually saw Rox actually trying to come down as well. However, he was zoned out by Ethan and chased towards his turret.
Yes, so dito lang tayo up top as we still see the duel between the top lanes ng Imperium and Diamond. We have Ethan lagging behind a little bit in the CS. He has built Ruby Crystal and a Cloth Armor. So yes, I'm interested to see what he will be building out of that. It might be a Ninja Tabi as well as a Phage. I could be wrong. However, just from my thoughts, it looks like that's what's gonna be. Also, yun nga, really seeing a lot of aggression. Although kahit hindi sila yung assassination composition, there's a lot of aggression. It's Imperium now dictating the pace of this game at the moment, with those ganks from Zillion and Vi. Yan. So there's a teleport coming in as 2 members of Imperium tries to fight Diamond here. So Imperium Rocks also getting that counter teleport. There's a dead sentence onto Shura as they hit him. There's a really good motion displacing members of Imperium. Now Meme up in the front line pushes the leap onto him. And Imperium Poisanity going low on our little dinosaur. Now that's a kill onto Caitlyn given to Rocks. Now Ethan running for slap seal, still consistently putting those boomerangs up here. There's a battery and assault on Ragnar, a countdown on him, and that kill will be given to Imperium Light.
Yeah, that was all 5 members. That was a 5v5 team fight, even though a couple members did come late. A bit of a miscommunication coming in from the War Gods Fairy in Disguise Diamond side. Nar did go on his own, managed to get that kill onto Rox. However, in the end, he did die. Really good zoning from Haith as well as Rox. Yeah.
So that will give the game in favor still of Imperium, no? For a 5-2 now, closing it to an almost 3k gold lead. So, at last nag-gank na rin naman si Meme. Or, I mean, nag-step up na dun si Meme, no? Trying to make a respond call onto that. But still, Light with these time bumps, no?
Yeah, so even though despite that really great monsoon, it still wasn't enough. They couldn't disengage that fight, and in the end, they managed to pick up, I believe, 3 kills coming in for that IPT side.
Okay, so that will put up 2 BF swords on both of our AD carries. Also looking, medyo pare-paras yung item, no? They have the Fiandis Codex for both of our mid lanes.
Yes,
Going still for that, maybe. I think yung kay LeBlanc, he will go for the Deathfire, right?
Yeah, that will most likely be a Deathfire coming in for LeBlanc, while Zillion will be picking up that Athene's Unholy Grail. So we actually saw Ethan sell his cloth armor and pick up the components for a Sunfire cape. He did pick up that Chain Vest and that Giant Spell. So I'd say that's a really good build. They do have quite a lot of physical damage coming in from the IPT side. They do have the Irelia, the Vi, and they do have that Draven who do tons of physical damage. So that's a pretty good pickup by Ethan.
Okay, so Imperium Protein dictating a lot of things as napatay nila yung Scuttler Reef to put that really good dominance of vision sa Dragon.
Yes, it looks like IPT might be trying to start this Dragon soon with this gank.
So there's a death sentence missing in. Meme taking a position here. He knows that he has not been spotted. Still, nandito pa rin tayo sa ating top lane. Trading up between Rox and Ethan. There's a Nessus coming in, but Light again! Ang ating old man, binibigyan na naman ng timer si Ethan. He will go down. Nope, not yet. Nobody wants to get in. I think that's one Blade Surge away. I think they're waiting. Whoa. Waiting for the Mega Gnar for some swag points to kill him. There's also Whirling Death. Getting that kill onto Kha'Zix, giving it to Zensho. And actually, they could start off this Dragon, but they stay alert for Nage.
Yes, so wow, Light is all over the map so far. He has been in 5 out of 7 of the kills. He doesn't even have tier 2 boots yet. He somehow seems to be everywhere at once.
Yes.
Yes. And did see, meanwhile, who got caught? I believe Meme got caught in that river. Thresh Hook did go down on him, as well as that Vault Breaker wasn't used, so yeah, Vault Breaker was used to catch him out as well.
Yes, medyo hindi na-anticipate dito ng medyo hindi na-anticipate dito ng Diamond yung idea ng pagiging ganker roamer ni IPT.
Yes.
I think that's the 4th gank of the game coming from the mid lane Zillion.
Yeah, so really strong game by Light, doing lots of work on the map. Really strong impact. And looks like Haith will be trying to go for that play again, stealing that blue buff.
Yes, so dominance over the blue buff jungle. There's a failed Vault Breaker, I don't know. Okay, so binigyan ng bomba si Haith. Now the timer will go off onto Meme, leaping out, but there's again another double bomb onto him. He will go really low. Flashes in by Haith. There is a chrono shift, saving Light from his demise. Now trading with Nage. Nage has only his last hit, but there's also a timer on him, and that will give a trade kill for both. No, that will give a kill onto Light.
So yeah, that was pretty unfortunate for the IPT team. Haith did miscommunicated with Rox a bit. Haith did use his ultimate did use his ultimate onto the, I believe, the Nage, right?
Yes.
However, it was not enough. They couldn't burst it down, and in the end, Nage was still able to do a lot of damage despite the burst. So a little bit of lacking of damage coming in from IPT. If they were able to kill Nage with that initial burst from that Vi ult, then that would have been a different story for IPT.
Really good on point. Ito pare, bomba. Dalhin mo dun sa...
Yeah.
Binigyan ng bomba si Haith ni Light.
Yes, they were trying to follow up with Rox. However, Rox did get slowed down by Gnar and also by the Void Spikes coming in from you.
Oh, and also on that prolonged team fight, medyo ini-ignore si Ethan kasi he was building tank in the first place. Pero that is of course a mini Gnar. So yun yung kiting Gnar eh. So dapat medyo it's also optimal to focus na lang din yung mini Gnar na yon. So Ethan was really following the trend on the buff up Mega Gnar. He was building tank, going for that late game Gnar, no?
Yes. So Gnar is a pretty tricky champion to use correctly. It's really hard to properly make proper use of the mini Gnar and Mega Gnar transformations.
Okay, so we have Ethan consistently putting those boomerangs onto Rox. Naglalakad lang si Rox, forces the SS on him. Also, there's a fight breaking out here in the bottom. There's a death sentence, really instinctive death sentence, but Ethan tries to fight up under turret. Now, Gnar successfully killing the Irelia up top on his mega form. And that is the bottom. That is Caitlyn on the bottom lane going down. Dahil si Light ay nandyan na naman.
So yeah, actually that kill was exactly what ZNS needed to stay alive. with that mastery that restores 5% of your HP once you get a kill, he was able to survive that last hit of the turret. And also, meanwhile, we just see this really strong damage from Gnar. Gnar had a Sunfire cape, yet he's still able to out-duel Irelia in that top lane. Irelia hasn't completed his Triforce, actually just completed it right now.
Oh man, Draven, it's kill or be killed, Raven style.
Yeah, so with that kill, he will pick up that Static Shiv, and going for more of that burst damage from that Static Shiv. Static Shiv does give you 100 extra magic damage with every 100 steps or 100 attacks, I believe, something like that.
Cute talaga ng Scuttler pa ba naglalakad-lakad lang na. Anyway, so going back into the scoreboard, we will see that it is 10-5 in favor of Imperium Pro Team with a 6k gold lead. Now, Diamond starting up this dragon here as they know na kakabalik lang ng Imperium. Okay? So, Imperium Pro Team being late for this one. There's a bulk breaker onto Ethan. They're focusing down the Mega Gnar. Still waiting for up to put those bombs onto the back line. Iniwanan si Ethan.
So yeah, a bit of miscommunication coming in from the Diamond team. Imperium Pro Team knew that Ethan did not have his Gnar ultimate available and took advantage of that. If Gnar had that ultimate, Diamond may have been able to engage, as there are several opportunities to get that 3-man ultimate onto them.
Okay, so an almost face check coming from Nage, just waiting for the double bumps.
Wow,
ooh,
that health potion saved him.
Yes. Kung sigurado akong wala health potion na yun.
Yeah, he definitely would have died. So this will be a turret for IPT now.
Happy New Year, LeBlanc. Okay, so Imperium Pro Team looking strong into this game. We'll see na yung lead nila on kills would be 11. But take note that the Dragon goes to Diamond.
It's actually a 7k gold advantage already for IPT, and it's only 18 minutes into the game. All lanes have a CS advantage.
Now, trading, is that Draven fighting for an under turret?
Yes, that was Draven. Didn't get the lucky crits. If he had got those crits, he might have got that kill. However, no crits at all.
So Ivan enjoying putting those hits onto Poisanity. That will give him that kill. Okay, no flash for Poisanity.
So yeah, they do need to be careful. They are giving Caitlyn a lot of gold. That is 600 gold in the past 30 seconds. So.
Yeah, so in easy kills, no, actually.
Yeah, she actually might be able to pick up that Infinity Edge soon. We do see that she does have 1,500 gold in the bank. So yeah, that is enough for that Infinity Edge. So really strong power spike coming in.
Now Nage putting those combo onto Hate. Will he pull through? There's Light onto the backline, putting the bomb now onto Hate. Is there an SS? I think. Okay, so there's a Chrono Shift onto Vi. That will proc up, putting the bombs again onto Nage. May bagong item si Light. And yes, he's painful this time as LeBlanc goes down on him.
So yeah, even though Hate did not have his ultimate available, he was Light was still there, able to follow up with that bombs of his.
Okay, so Assault and Battery onto Hate. There's also yes, hindi nila naharang yung Dark Passage.
Yeah, there was no follow up. I guess he expected Light to come in from the side. However, Light decided to ward instead. So Poi was there to back up Hate and save him from that what could potentially be another death and another kill for Eben.
So you see that there's a lot of investment talaga, as we have said on the Champ Select, trying to snowball the Draven here. Kung makita mo yung Brunt nung ward battle, nagaganap siya ngayon sa red jungle buff ng Diamond.
So we do see that a lot of wards are being put down towards the bottom side of the map by the IPT team. I guess they're looking to push the bottom turret, push that middle turret, and try to get the picks onto the Diamond team. Diamond does have wards of their own, so this is what Diamond needs to be doing. They have wards to spot out the movements of IPT in their own jungle, so it will be difficult for IPT to get these picks onto them.
Okay, so we are steady here on the summonership as we see 4 members of Imperium collapsing here, signaling to go for the blue jungle.
It's already gone.
Yes, so it's too late again. Light going for a tandem there with Height. Okay.
So yeah, they have the 4-man gank squad trying to get those picks with the Thresh Hook, with that Zillion rewind and that speed boost.
Yes, I'm sorry, babanggit ko lagi Height. No, it's Hate pala, no? Hate. Still Hate.
I believe so.
Okay, so now 3 members of Imperium going for an Assault and Battery here onto Shirel. There's a Moonshot displacing here, really good. That's coming from Poisanity. There is the countdown, and that will give the kill onto Light.
So yeah, really great play this is exactly what Imperium needs to do, using their team comp to the fullest, using the picks, getting the picks with the buy and following up with the death sentence, and they have that damage to back them up from Zensho and Light.
Oh, so pipilitin ko tong line na to. There is Poisanity with his death sentence sanity.
Yes.
I mean, I just want to prove na on point si Poisanity. There's been a lot of key death sentences, no?
Yeah,
Gaining those, connecting to kills.
Yes, I
for
do
Imperium.
feel like a lot of the reason why IPT is up by 7k gold is attributed to the plays from Poisanity as well as the rest of his team.
Okay, so Imperium Light only has one death onto his score. Really stepping up into this game, but hindi naman nahuhuli no si LeBlanc. Good job coming from Nage here with the LeBlanc. Although that's still 40 CS.
Yes. Still 1-3,
Compared to
and yeah, there is a 40 CS gap, and he is 1-3. It will be more difficult for him to assassinate, seeing as he hasn't got the items he needs. He does have.
Nagtataka dito sa Necronomicon on
I
LeBlanc.
was actually touch up on that. It's a really weird pick for him. I would have expected him to go for that Deathfire Grass, trying to get the burst down. However, I guess he does realize that there is a Zillion to revive whenever he bursts, so he's going for a more poke style approach to LeBlanc with
Sustained damage, no?
sustained damage with the Morellonomicon, giving him cooldown reduction, as well as the Ionian boots giving him further cooldown reduction, so he can keep on poking.
Yeah, so we are just steady here. We see Nar destroying that helicopter there. Steady lang tayo dito sa ating summer ship. The kill has been closed off. Medyo na bawi-bawi on a 5-kill lead in favor of IPT. That is 13-7.
So
okay?
yes.
Sa Gold League, looking at Gold League, medyo malaki-laki na. That's 8k Gold lead now in favor of IPT.
Yes. Dragon is up in 10 seconds. Actually, Dragon has spawned right now. Will this be another stack for Diamond, or will IPT be able to claim this?
Yeah, so we saw the both teleports for top lane is up. There is a teleport coming from
steal.
Ethan. Really good on point steal by Meme.
Nara's
Second dragon for Diamond. Now there's an assault battery coming from Hate. There is a buff that will give the kill onto Zensho. There's a fight breaking out on the jungle, but even 3 members of Diamond ganging up on rocks. Here comes the cavalry, stopped by Shura with a monsoon. Yeah, there is a bolt breaker by Hate. Now they're going for Ethan. Nanlilit na rin si Ethan. Even on the side, that's another kill, and that is a 4-0 exchange as the chase goes on. Here, face check my life, and there's a countdown onto Meme. He will flash out again. That is a 4-0 trade in favor of Imperium Pro
Yeah,
Team.
that was a really good play by Hate once again. Once he saw Nage trying to get a pick, he immediately ulted him and followed up by that light time bomb and managed to take him out before the fight even started. I think that Diamond, Morgoth's parrying this guy, should have backed off once they got that smite. Ethan should have canceled that recall, canceled that teleport, and might have just continued to push that turret. That would have been much more better. Taking 1 death for the top lane turret plus dragon. However, in the end, it was an ace instead. Oh, 4
okay,
kills.
so that team fight earns us a pause, and it will be resumed again.
So yes, probably a little bit of a lag spike coming in. I believe coming in from Diamond side.
Okay, so looking into this game, I don't know. Ang dami ko na nakitang laban na lumalabas ang Silya na mismanage. But may I just ask, paano makakabawi siguro dito ang Diamond?
So Diamond, this is gonna be really tricky for Diamond. Diamond has a snowball team comp. What they needed to do was get ahead in the early game, but they couldn't do that, and now they're struggling and lagging behind. 10k gold disadvantage with 25 minutes in, so it'll be really hard. They need to get the picks. They do have the bump, just like they did right now. Will they able to kill Hate?
Yes, very good plays, very good decision from Diamond, making assassinations na lang by mistakes here of Hate. Taking that face check, there is a chrono ship onto the buy, also the countdown. Now there's a full-blown breakout fight coming between Diamond and Imperium. There is from the backline and Irelia. 3 members of Diamond are down. Nage running for his library. There is a dash and a really cute Scuttler Reef on the side. And that is a 3-4-0 exchange in favor of Imperium Pro Team.
This will be a Baron for IPT. So really good respawn by IPT. I think that was the best case scenario that Diamond could have had, trying to get that pick onto Hate. However, that just goes to show how far behind. That was 5 members of Diamond, yet they couldn't kill Hate despite all of that. So yeah, it's going to be really difficult for Diamond to come back from this game. That's a 13 gold advantage plus a Baron buff on Imperium.
Okay, so Diamond trying to make that pick onto Vi. I mean, dahan-dahan na lang, steady na lang. Siguro isa na lang talaga yung subukan nating hulihin. But really fast response coming from Imperium.
Yes, and that was a really smart pick by Imperium, picking up that Zillion, negating a lot of the pick and burst potential, assassination potential from the Diamond War Gods Parry in Disguise team.
And that team fight in the red jungle will give the Baron onto Imperium.
Yes, and at this point it looks like Imperium has complete control of the game right now. Diamond doing the best it can to stay
just
back
look
in
at those
game.
items. So,
Yeah.
2 round wins coming from Imperium. Dalawa yung tagadala ng bomba ngayon ng ng Imperium coming from Light, no? Take note, wala pang Zonya si Light dito. He's just going for the full damage focus here with the completed Rabadon's death cap.
However, he does have that Seraph's Embrace, which will be able to shield a lot of the damage if he ever gets focused in the fight. However, at this point, all of the players of Imperium do a lot of damage, so it's really difficult to get a pick, as if they focus all of their damage onto one person, there's still a bunch of other players to worry about who can kill your team.
They could just put up a wall sa harapan ni Zillion, tapos isa sa kanila parang promo time, may dala-dalang bomba. There is an assault and battery coming from Make. There's a turret, dive onto the inhibitor turret. Very good Monsoon coming from Shura. Now Imperium Rocks also coming in. They're pretty much taking advantage of the Baron buff. There are 3 creeps in the fight. Now they're coming for a push here. Zensho putting those hits, those blades onto the turret, and that is the first inhibitor turret going down for this game.
Yes, and this will actually be an inhibitor for Imperium, and it looks like there's not much Diamond can do. I don't think they can contest and fight them. All of Imperium are at pretty much full health, so it'll be really difficult for them to get the picks.
If mahuli nila, face check ni Zensho.
Yeah, so it
something like
end
that.
up to a face check. However,
Ideal scenarios, ganun.
However, Imperium's doing Diamond's doing a good job of warding. So warding is probably their best bet to come back into this game. Get the wards, know where the enemy team is, and try to get a pick with their team comp. However, it's really difficult, like we said earlier, with that Zillion, and with the fact that they're so far behind, with the 13k gold advantage on the Imperium side.
Okay, so good plays, good composition from the Imperium Pro team has gained them as we near the 30-minute mark of the game to a more than 10k gold lead and also a 10 kill lead on the scoreboard.
Yes.
Okay? So, looking at the wards dito, medyo medyo talagang hindi rin mabawi ng Diamond yung kanilang ward coverage, no?
Yeah, so this is actually a really good play, smart decision by Imperium. There looks like they were planning on split pushing, having one at top while having the rest at bottom. So the Baron, this is really good when you have Baron buff, as you only need one person with Baron buff to buff up the minions in that lane. So it promotes split pushing with the new changes.
Looking back, Nip, sino ba yung mga bagong dito? List from Imperium Pro team, new faces na Imperium Pro team. I have no idea actually.
We did talk about this earlier in the champion. So Haith, the former jungler of Emily, is their new jungler of Imperium, and we do have Poisanity, who was the former support of
War Gods. Yes. Oo nga pala.
And then the other 3 members are returning members with
sila yung familiar dito eh.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the Dragon again, given to Vi for the Imperium Pro team. They're initiating! Wow! Wow!
That was a really great play by Light. Goes to show how far ahead he is. He has the Rabadon's Death Cap, he has that Athene's Unholy Grail, he has that Seraph's Embrace, and Rocks just got them all low, and then here comes Light, flashes in, gets that bomb, rewinds, gets the bomb again, procs the first bomb, and everything explodes.
Wow! Sobrang wow.
Yeah.
That's a 3-man bomb. Some of course, expected plays from the dominance nito ni Light. Pero really good to look at, no? I mean, sorpresa na lang talaga yung sa choke point na yun, na sorpresa na lang din siguro yung Diamond. Oh my god, there's the countdown. Boom! 3-man dead from Diamond. Okay.
Looks like they're engaging again.
Yes, so Imperium Rocks really confident to come in here as Ethan tries his best to stop members of the Imperium Pro team. There's the Dinosaur getting gang up. Also Shura with the Monsoon. That is a kill. Given up to Kaitlyn, killing the support. There's Sension doing a good job kiting the Kha'Zix. Now Nage chasing the Graven, but the countdowns are just too much for them. The time bombs are just as painful. There's Height being ignored, and of course Light. Light B, I think, coming really on top of this game.
Looks like they can actually end the game right here.
Definitely. Okay, so Hate being aggressive here onto Ivan. Take note that. So, okay, so being aggressive here again, giving those free kills onto Caitlyn, Ethan, and Zensho. Changing those trades. There is a Tambab also on the slow coming from Light. Bomba ulit coming from Light. There is a Zephyr, but let's see kung makakatakas dito si Light. Light has no chrono shift up in his pocket. Okay, jumping here, Light trying to do his plays here, but two carries of Imperium Pro Team will go down as they did not recall.
So yeah, the power of Gnar. So I guess the 4.20 buffs are definitely there with the late game buffs. Gnar picked up that Thornmail, and that's the reason why Zensho ZNS was unable to duel Gnar. Really great play. Goes to show how strong Gnar is, why he's been such a contested pick, despite this gap in the gold.
Yes, I mean, medyo dominating na talaga yung Imperium dito. They could just played it safe. I mean, recalled na lang. That's the second team fight they tried fighting, and that's bawas na yun na Zillian and Draven against 4 members of Diamond.
But despite that, they still are up 14k gold. That is a lot of gold. Really difficult for Diamond to come back.
So yeah, so now Ethan and Meme trying to get those small sentinels here. Okay, so let's just see again. For all I know, the only way that Diamond could step up into this game is mahuli na lang si ZNS.
Yeah, so
I mean, not on a clash, as in mahuli lang solo. Yeah. Easy kill on ZNS.
However, even with ZNS caught out, and if this was a 4v5, I still feel like Imperium would be able to win.
Okay, so what is Ethan doing on the top lane? He is getting gang up by Rox and ZNS. Those blades are painful for our dinosaur.
So
and
yeah,
that is a kill given onto
There was no wards in that river. Ethan thought that ZNS was alone, tried his best to get that pick like we were talking about earlier. However, Rox was indeed there coming through that river and managed to sweep it.
Okay, so as Hate boxes out the Baron, and 4 members of Imperium Pro Team, not sure if they will take the Baron or go for the kill up top. Shura knows that they are doing this Baron. Actually, everybody from Diamond knows they are doing this Baron. They're just doing their best to disrupt, putting those wards. But Light doing a good job to ward off everybody. Here, there's another bomb onto Shura. Shura! Very good shield. And heal!
Wow! Not enough.
I take back my very good shield and heal. Light is just as painful.
That was a 700 damage bomb. Look at how much health that Shura had at that moment. So Light picked up that Void Staff, shredded through the magic resist of Shura and managed to chunk. Yeah, I think even with just QWQ would be enough to kill Shura. So yeah, that just goes to show how far ahead Imperium Pro Team is. They are pushing towards this Nexus. Looks like they might be able to try to end now.
Maaga nagpapasko si Light ngayon. His bombs. Paputok niya. There's a Baron also in favor of Imperium Pro Team. This game looks gloomy for the side of Diamond. Let's see if this game will be won by Imperium Pro Team. Let's see kung paano sila adjust for the second game.
Yeah, hopefully this game doesn't affect the morale of Team War Gods, Fairy in Disguise Diamond going into that second game. There will actually be a second game for those of you who are unaware. And yeah, hopefully and for Imperium, maybe they will be able to compete, maintain this momentum into the second game.
Okay, now Vi and Rox being aggressive here, going for a base dive. As 2 members here, Zensho now ready for blood. There's an exhaust on him as Ethan tries to stop 3 members of Imperium. There's a chrono shift onto Vi. Nagtapon siya ng bahay. He will go down onto Light. And that is 1 kill in favor of the Imperium Pro Team as for all members of Diamond just backs out into the safety of their fountain.
This might be game actually here. 5 members of Imperium are knocking down on the doors of the Nexus.
Yes. I mean, there's the second Nexus turret going down now. Imperium Rock sitting here. There's also Zensho not wasting any time to finish this Nexus, and that is GG.
Well played.
Yes, in favor of Imperium Pro Team.
Yes, so IPT takes game 1. That will be 1 point towards their standings, and if they're able to win the next game, that will be 3 points for Imperium Pro Team.
Yes, so aside from the compositional advantage, proper execution and ang gandang aggression coming from Light.
Yes, definitely Light was the MVP that game. his roams were what enabled Imperium to get so far ahead, enabled them to get that huge advantage. Without Light, it might have been a different story. So yeah, definitely Light MVP right there.
Very good synergy also coming from Hate along with Light, bringing those bombs into the members of ano. So we could see our scoreboard here. If you break it down, there is Imperium Light with a KDA of 12 to 12. Really nice number there.
Did have a 15.4k gold. However, Zensho did have more, 16.4 coming in from that CS and coming in from his passive.
Yes, League of Draven.
Yes, that passive League of Draven.
So looking into the members of Diamond, there's only Ethan with the Ethan and Iban. Okay, nice rhymes.
Yes.
With the four
They're
kills.
actually brothers, believe it or not.
Actually,
yes. I believe 3 of them are brothers, 2 of them are twins on the diamond. So they do have that sibling bond between them with that synergy.
Looking to the scoreboard, makita mo naman na ginagawa nung Diamond yung to fight as a team kasi yung kills ay evenly distributed. Ganun lang yung analysis ko. Something like that.
So with that, that is the end of game 1. Once again, this is the Pro Gaming Series Spring Season 2015, and stay tuned, guys. We still have that watch and win after our second game.
Yes,
and we still have another game coming up. So once again, I'm GS Neep,
and I am GS Shinbu. So see you guys after this short break.
Yes, and we'll be right back.